this night, but anyhow it wants it. I am ready. I am ready for the VLAN. It's disturbed my program before, but this time around, I will not allow it. So guys, I want to say welcome back to my program. No, I have nothing to do. So I decided to come live again and spend time with you guys. You have seen the topic. Have you seen the topic? If you have not seen the topic, you go check out the topic. When you see me, I told you guys I'm a warrior. I told you guys I am a warrior. Engineer Reagan, I see you. See, I don't give up. I don't give up at all. I told you guys, I don't give up at all. That is, I am a goal getter. If I try a thing, it fails. I try again. Why shouldn't I? Man, I have VLAN. I have iPhone. So it's better I use it and be making videos and posting online or going live. Told you guys, I like making use of my chances. Any opportunity that comes my way, I make use of it. You understand me? Any opportunity that comes my way, I make maximum use of it. So this evening, this night, not evening, it's already night. I do not know what the time is where you are. Ubaide Ayo, I see you. Ubaide Ayo, I see you. So this night, this is a program that will save lives, especially, in fact, everybody, not only abroad-based. This program will save lives. So what you've got to do is to share the program, especially those that are living abroad, anywhere you are living in. If you are living in Europe, in America, anywhere you are living in, as far as you are not living outside, as far as you are not living in your homeland, share this program. See, whether you share it or not, the party must go on. Now, I'm not stopping anytime soon. Elastic, I'm feeling okay. See, I am not stopping anytime soon. You understand me? If I don't make it today, I'll make it tomorrow. If I don't make it tomorrow, I'll make it next tomorrow. One thing I know for sure is, as far as I keep pushing, success must be achieved. This is not, as far as you that is watching me, as far as you keep pushing, you keep working hard, fighting, you must achieve success. Messi, I see you. Shedu Sunday, I see you. You understand what I mean? That is my belief. So guys, this is going to be an eye-opening program. Elastic Gem, I think Sam, is it Gem or Sam? Elastic Gem, I see you or Sam. How many people do we have here? Or have all the people, where are my guys? Have they gone to bed? Roger Philip, how do you mean? Iron Man, I see you. Yes, so Elastic Gem, I'm strong. That is total. Sayat, thank you. I'm a straightforward man. You see what Rayad said? He really likes me. I'm a straightforward man. I don't pretend. I don't now. What you think? I live my life. I live my life to. I mean, impress. I'm not living my life to impress anybody. Do you understand me? Why there, you? Thank you so much for sharing. So, guys, how many people do we have here? It's like my people self. They are all. They don't have data to watch us. Poverty is. So some people don't. So many of you don't. Many of you do not have data to watch a full live program. Yes. So Elastic, I see you. Appreciate you. Many people don't even have poverty is really a disease. So many people do not have data to watch program, and you get mad to talk to me. You have mad to come and talk to me anyhow, but you have no data to come to watch live program. And I go live every day. If I want, I can go live 24 hours of the day. And you get mad to talk. You cannot even buy data to watch me. Wow. Mela Fontanella, I see you. How are you doing? So, guys, you're welcome once again. I do not know what is wrong with my what's it called? My TikTok accounts. Does it mean that they are not sending notification to people or what? Or is it because I went live about an hour ago? Elastic, wait now. Stay tuned and you will see, you will know why I came outside. So now, let's go. You know how I have nothing to do, so I decided to come out and spend this evening with you guys. By the years now, since time immemorial. Yes, so Dodo, nothing do me at all. Since time immemorial, I've been a, you know what I mean. We not agree. Ramio, story plenty. So now let's go. You know one thing I like about me? What I love about myself, let me tell you one thing is, at times I go live and 1,000,000 people might be watching. 500,000 people might be watching. 10,000 people. The whole world might be watching. I keep going. And when nobody is watching, I keep going. If I have too many viewers, too much viewers, I keep going. If I don't have viewers, I keep going. Do you understand me? So whether people will join or not, the party must go on. Now let's go. Maybe I may not spend so much time. That's our water now. I have enough data now. I can stay here till the following day. So let's go. This is good. Anybody that stays tuned will benefit greatly from this program. Now let's go. If you are living abroad and you are new abroad, watch this program. I'm from the old school. Number one. Number two is, if you are an old school too, if you have been living abroad for many years, watch this program. Share this program to your friends, family members. They may need it. The topic is, should a man, or is it advisable? Don't get me wrong, listen attentively. Is it advisable for a man to buy property in the name of his girlfriend or his wife? Listen attentively. Is it advisable? I know some people may not like this program, but I'm going to anchor it this night. Is it wise for a man to buy property, maybe a land, for girlfriend or wife? Imas, don't be in a rush. Imas, do not be in a rush. You said girlfriend, not wife. Okay. So you don't need to be in a rush. Listen, and when you come, you pay attention and listen to the program. That makes you a wise person. Now, if you are watching me on YouTube, share this program. I did not eat your food. I did you nothing wrong. Share this program already big. Tanti said both girlfriend and wife is a big mistake. Well, let's go. See, abroad where you live, abroad has, I'm giving you, I will tell you here, and I'm going to make short videos. Here I will tell you the advantages of living abroad and the disadvantages of living here. Anything you like, say. But I will tell you the disadvantages of living here and the advantages. Do you understand what I mean? Let's go. Some people, listen, some people hate the truth. And so many people are already trapped that they cannot come out. I keep telling you, so many people are already trapped that they cannot come out. Do you understand what I mean? And you know, there is an extent or a mistake you will make in life. That mistake, can you close that door, please? There is are you listening to me? There is a mistake you make in life. You can no longer correct it. Do you understand what I mean? That is depending on your age. I keep saying it here. When you make a mistake when you are younger, you can correct that mistake. You know why? Because you still have time to fight and bounce back or establish yourself once more. But there are mistakes you make in your 50s, in your 60s. Forget it. It's over. You have no strength to fight again. You will not have any strength to fight again. I'm the person telling you. Let's go. You see, I live here. And this is why I can tell about abroad story. What I have seen. What I have seen. Do you understand what I mean? Man, I need to shave my hair, but let me just continue. Tomorrow I'll do it. A lot of men, this program is for men and women too, but mainly men. A lot of men you see that came abroad, made money, but lost it. Listen, I'm from the old school. Men made money, but lost it out of foolishness. Either foolishness or ignorance. Let's go. Some men came abroad and fell in love foolishly. Are you listening to me? Some men came abroad and fell in love foolishly. Okay, let me tell you how. Somebody traveled to, for instance, you traveled to an Asian country. You traveled to America. You traveled to Europe. You traveled to South Africa or Australia. There, as a hustler, maybe you started running the streets, or maybe you are not running the streets, but you are doing legal job and getting money, depending. But let's say the legal job you'll be doing, the job you'll be doing that will enable you to buy a property. Well, okay. Some people do not have documents. Some have documents. Listen, because this program is going to save lives. I know how this is how I keep saying I'm running my program. Now, you traveled to a foreign country. I'm going to, we tailor it I will share this program into two. I'm going to tell two parts of this program. Those who do not have documents and those who have documents. It happens to Europeans too, not only black people. You traveled to a foreign land. Now, you came across money. As you came across money, instead of you to think home, now let's not like being realistic. Instead of you to think home, we are going to touch different areas. You said you are in love with a citizen of that country. I'm going to go hard this evening. You claim to be in love and you have no document. So, because you are in love and you came across money, you made money, instead of you to send that money home, now I need to talk it. As a wise person, you are not wise, you are a foolish person. You thought yourself wise, but you're not wise. You decided to use that money and buy property in the name of your girlfriend. Because you are in love. You have no document. You are illegal in that country. So you claim to be in love. And the money that came your way, you use this foolishly, blindly, and bought property in the name of your girlfriend. Let me tell you something that is watching me now. Not everybody is upright. There are people who are waiting for opportunities to come across money, whether they be or it be white, black, Asian, Arab, anybody. When money is tempting. There are people, when they come across money, when they see money, they change. They deny you, they betray you. Let's go. There are people, if they come across money, they betray you. Both men and women. I'm not telling you all, but there are people like that. You may be friends, may be lovers, but immediately money comes into play, they come across money, or you entrust them with money, they betray you. Let's go further. So now, money came your way, and then you decided to, because you believe that your girlfriend or your partner can never betray you, is trustworthy. So now you decided to buy property in her name when you know very well you do not have documents. You know what you did? You dug your own pit. You dug your own grave. I'm not telling you that everybody, don't get me wrong, I'm not telling you that everybody is bad, but majority are bad. There are good people. Now, when you go buy property in somebody's name, you have empowered that person financially. See, you made the money. It is your money. You understand me? But immediately you buy that property in the name of your girlfriend, forget it. That money is no longer yours. Immediately that property reads in the name of your girlfriend, that property is no longer yours. Let me tell you, if that your girlfriend has dirty mind, she will start plotting against you. She knows you are not from that country. She knows that if the police arrest you, you are gone. She might even plan against you and have you deported and enjoy that property because she owns the property. It runs in her name. All these people that are saying you think you are smart, say you want to use the name of your girlfriend, name of this, to buy car, to buy property, you may lose that property, especially car. I'm not telling you all. So, if you are listening attentively, if you are somebody who has no documents and you come across money, my advice to you is send your money home. Don't say you are in love. 95% chance is you will lose that property you purchased in the name of that girlfriend. Let me leave that one by the side. And in some cases, even if the police, the authorities, maybe the police failed to deport you, or you later got documents, that girl, that person you purchased that property in her name has the final say. She can decide, she can deny you, and there is nothing you can do. She has the final decision over that property. Let's go further. This is not Africa. Let's go further. You see, I encourage people to invest where they are living, which is correct, which is right. I always encourage people to invest where they are living. But you've got to do it with caution. Now again, you may ask me how. See, before you buy property abroad, as somebody who has documents and somebody who is married, get it. Before you buy property abroad, this year I told you guys I'm going hard. Before you buy property abroad, as a legal resident, or yes, that's it, resident, yeah, or somebody who is married, you understand me, in that country, make sure the wife you married is somebody you can trust even in your grave. Don't be in a rush. See, many men have lost so much money and properties during divorce. I would tell you, many men have lost properties, money during divorce. That is, properties they suffered for, made on their own. That is, they sweated for these properties. They did everything by themselves. Tony said one foolish footballer bought a lot of properties and car in the name of his wife in South Africa. And after 4 years, let me see. And after 4 years, she divorced him and collected the properties. Okay. Thank you so much for dropping that comment. I did not see that comment before I started this program, but let's continue. See, now let me give you, because if my program it looks as if I'm warning you, but let me share a story with you guys. What happened? There are so many stories, but let me share one story of what happened here. There are numerous stories. Some people got themselves into problems that they cannot even remove themselves. That's, they don't know how to come out of the problem because they are already in it. There is one man here. I don't need to mention the tribe or the country, but an African man. Don't forget, not all women are bad. Listen. Now, listen to this story. There is a man here. I've never come across that man before. I don't know the man. I've never seen him before. But one day, one Sunday morning around 11 a.m., there was a program they aired in the 90s. It was called Barbara Kalish Show back then. So that's a program people come and talk their problems and so many things. And not only problems, they tell stories. They show a lot of different people, celebrities and things like that. One day, on a Sunday like this, I was at home. And I saw a black man. Then, in the 90s, it was not, like hard to see a black man that was doing well then. So I was at home, and then I saw a black man with his wife on that television program. I was surprised. So they began to tell the story of the man and his wife. As at the time they came to that program, they have married for like 20 years. They have known themselves for 20 years or married for 20 years. Listen. They were clapping hands for the man, a black man and a European woman. Black man, European woman. And the man came here, studied, and became a medical doctor. Now this man, listen, this man went to one of the neighboring states, built a bought a land. He bought a plot of land and built a bungalow. Not a bungalow, a duplex. Sorry, a duplex. So, on that day, they showed the man's duplex. They saw him as a successful man, immigrant that came here, studied and became a medical doctor and built a duplex, bought a land and built a duplex. Now, this man now has 4 children with the European woman. And I'm giving you a true life story. This man has 4 children with... This is not to discourage anybody. But I tell this story just to tell you that not everybody is the same. There are good people and there are bad people everywhere. Now listen, this man built duplex and then has, when you have 4 children with your wife, that alone will make you have trust in your wife. That, listen, this is a journey for life. This is do or die. This is ride or die. This woman is my ride or die. You understand what I mean? So I was so keen, I paid attention, I listened to their story. It was, kind of how do I say it safe? Interesting story, kind of. So after that, people clapped for them, and I saw the that kind of African duplex the man built here in one of the towns, neighboring towns. So after that program ended, I did not see the man again. This was in the 90s. Now listen. Many years later, like 5 years after I saw that program, like 5 years or 6 years after I watched that program, one day I saw the man in Vienna. No, that is trekking like a madman. He was in a haste. As I saw him in Vienna, everywhere, you see him, the man was like, he became, that's somebody that looked, and every time you see him, he wasn't settled. He was like in a haste. I said, what's going on? Wasn't this the man I saw on television some years ago? So then I had a shop. Listen, then I was still having a shop. Some people came, One of my guy then came and said, do I remember so person? I said, who? He said, one man, one doctor like that. I said, yes, I remember the man. He said, the man has divorced with his wife. I said, which man? He said, did I remember one man? So he mentioned the man that they showed on television who built a duplex and who has 4 children with the woman. I said, yes. The guy told me that they divorced. And guess what? When they divorced, guys, listen, when they divorced, the woman collected the duplex. The woman collected the duplex from the man. There is a way the law goes here. That is, the law is on the side of women. I would say it. Now, because they said the woman has to be there to take care of the children. The children need a place to stay. That's, the way they, So the man now has to forfeit his entire. And when this thing happened, the man was approaching 60 years. They collected the house. He said because of the children, and the man should leave. Now listen attentively. I'm giving you true life story. This man became mentally unstable. Anytime you see the man, he'll be running on the streets, always in a hurry, going nowhere. The man he planned to approach every black woman he saw. He wanted to bounce back, to remarry a black woman. He learned his lesson. So he thought he was going to get a black woman. And this was somebody that has broken, that he has no contact with any African. I doubt if the man had gone to Africa for the past 30 years or in the past 30 years. In the past 30 years, this man, I don't believe the man, he knows his father's compound anymore. So, when this happened, the man was looking for a woman, looking for her. Nah. In the end, the man tried to go to US, he tried to go to UK, he tried, to run up and down. At what age? This is why I told you, there is an age, some things will happen to you. Man, that you cannot correct it anymore. You may not correct it anymore. Nah. So, at the end of the day, the man is alone and he lost all his properties. Now, I saw the man is aged now. He's an old man now. And that was how he lost his properties. I don't think he remarried. Because by the time this thing happened, the man has grown old. Let's say 60 years or thereabouts. And do you expect him to go to Africa and marry? You want him to travel to Africa and marry somebody, a young girl that he does not know, things like that. So the man was just running up and down here and before he became old. You understand me? Now listen. So, the man never, ever knew that his woman would betray him because of that building. He never thought along that line. Hold on. This is why if you go to the US now, you saw these basketballers, sportsmen and women, before they marry any woman, they will sign a prenup. You know what is a prenup? A prenup is an undertaking you sign that in divorce situation, you are not taking anything. In divorce, if you want to divorce, if they marry you as you came, that is how you are going. This is good for the men because a lot of women use that as an opportunity to enrich divorce in America, in Europe, to enrich themselves. It's a business. You saw that girl, that girlfriend of Birdman. Do you know that American rapper Birdman? He was with his woman for 16 years or 17 years. A month or 2 months after they got married, the woman demanded how many? He wanted half of his property. Now, if you see the amount of money the woman wanted, unknown to her that Birdman purchased all the properties in the mother's name. Let me go further. Now, when you marry here, if you marry a woman here and you are a hustler, make sure, don't get me wrong, make sure that woman you are marrying is your ride or die. Let me tell you, even if, not even that safe, I'm rushing this program. When you have investments abroad here, you see, when you have investment abroad here, I'm not scaring you. You need to be very, very careful, not to fall into debt. Because this system, small thing, you fall into debt, you become indebted. They look for a way to trap you. Now, let me tell you something. The system here, let me tell you, before you know it, you become indebted. There is a way this place works. I see some people that come here and be making blah, blah, blah. Before you know it, you get into debt. Many people that are living abroad are indebted here as I'm making this video. And if you ask them how they fell into this debt, they will not explain it. Normal life. And guess what? What they do here is, immediately you fall into debt, the first thing they do is to find out, to go make search, to go see if you have any property anywhere. Immediately you are indebted, companies or lawyers or whatever, or anything, anytime, if you are in debt, they look for a way to know. The next thing is they go run background check on you, your record, to see if you have property anywhere. Immediately you have property anywhere, now listen, be careful. The next thing you know, before you know it, they put hand on that property. I'm telling you, most of these people you see here are criminals. Let me say it. Oyibo own criminality past Dudu own. It's most of the people you see that they their own criminality. White people have their own criminal ways too. I will say it. With sweet and gentle ways, and they will involve you. Before you know it, they scam you your money. Not all though. This is how a lot of them get rich. Duping people. They dupe people. So if you have property abroad, the disadvantage is you will not be free. You will be fearing everybody. You'll be avoiding problems, avoid debts. Nah. And when you fall into debt, the next thing is, at times they will start calculating interest. Sometimes they will start calculating interest. They said, this money you are owing, the interest on top of it, when they calculate it, sometimes they say they need to sell that property to get their money. And if you refuse to sell, you become their slave. You'll be paying, you'll be working and paying with interest for years for them. They turn you to their slave. Listen, again, there are some people, regular guys. There are some regular guys who fell in love with their women. Along the line, hardworking guys, they decided to live in Europe here. This is their home, and make a property, like buy a house. And everything was going good. Buy a house in Europe, that's good. Guess what? Human beings change. There are some women, after a while, you see they become tired of the marriage. They want to live their life. Or maybe they get a boyfriend outside. Or maybe people confuse them. Say, listen, if you divorce this man now, get a share of this property, or this property will belong to you and the children. It has happened to a lot of people. So, and when they tell the woman that if you divorce this man, you own this property, or you get part of this property, you see the woman forget that you are the husband, that she has spent years with you. Her eyes will be on that property, what she stands to gain. And during divorce, what is they will carry in some cases, if the children are still small, they will give her that property. And if they give her that property, when you've got no strength in you anymore to fight, you are done for. This is why you see some people spend their entire life here. You marry by force now. If you want to divorce, you lose. Don't you know? That is, you married, if you have property abroad and you are married, you must stay married till the end of time. That is if your woman is loyal. Because people do marry good women. There are good women. You need to be loyal to that man, but if you decide to divorce, the chances are you lose your property. Now, let me, are you listening to me? Now, listen, I'm giving it to you pure. So, after watching my program, you decide what is good for you. Now, let's go further. There are so many people who opened businesses abroad. They opened companies. So many people opened companies abroad. And later they fell into debt because as a result of that company they opened. So they are owing money up and down. Yeah, people open different kind of businesses. Some open shops and so many things. And what comes with it is debt. Listen to me. Now I know what I'm talking about. I don't need to shout. If you, before you open business here abroad, be careful, make sure, because in most cases, 90% of the time, business will put you into debt. Now listen, business, opening company no abroad and businesses will put you into debt. That's how you see a lot of people will stay here, they will work and die, they will not go to Africa again, they will die old and kaput. Debt. Now let me tell you, many of these guys who are owing debts abroad, that's why they tell you, they cannot, you don't see them invest abroad anymore. These are the smart ones. Some people who are owing debts abroad, they don't want to, because some of these debts, you cannot pay it in your lifetime. Some 150,000 euros. That is, if you say you want to pay this debt, you'll be paying your rent, pay your bills, and you'll be paying. Now you will not finish the debts. They will useless you. I'm the person telling you. You say you want to pay the debt, they'll useless you. You spend your life. Do you know how the system works? They will trap you. You pay debt to. Now, don't sign any contract with any company. Say you want to do this. Be careful, though. You came abroad and you are running up and down. Now, cool down. I'm from the old school. Cool down and stop running up and down. If I drop a video, you come and be running up and down. Do you know what I've gone through? I'm from the old school. Now listen. What many people are doing is, if they found out that they have, they are owing debts here, not that they use the money to build a house, not mortgage, but somehow they are already owing. You see them face Africa. All their money goes to Africa. They start investing in Africa. Yes. In case if you get a CB, that is. Are you getting the point? Most people, okay, let me say it. If you know you are owing debt, that is the debt you owe, is too much that if you say you want to service this debt, not that you are paying for your mortgage, you are paying your house, but somehow you fell into debt. Think Africa. Might be packaging Africa, be arranging Africa, because if you say you want to pay the debts, there's no how. The cost of living is so high. I know some guys that are doing it. Many guys, not some guys, a lot of guys. What they do is, They build their houses, do everything, investment in Africa, even if they want to live here. Even some, if they are here, but they have that in here for what is rainy days. But if you foolishly say you want to pay the debts, how? They'll calculate, you know what they do? They ask you how much is your rent, how much is your electricity, other bills, car bill. When they calculate finish, they ask you the amount that is remaining. From the amount that is remaining, they tell you how much you'll be paying. Some don't even care. They tell you, if they tell you this is how much you'll be paying every month, there's another one they call incasso. They say you need to make rating vereinbarung. Rating vereinbarung. Why I'm telling you this thing, you need to be very careful. Especially you come here and say you go open business. Business will put in finance. Sometimes they quote tax for you. They quote tax. One day I went to finance and one man he said I was owing 8,000 euros. Just the man saw me, a racist man, he just put guess. You never see anything. One racist man that I met put debt on my head. You know this tax something you get every year. What is it called? This thing you go to file for tax that they pay your money. For years I couldn't get it. I was working like a jackie. At the end of the year that I go for my tax, something that I was supposed to get like 1,000 or 1,500 or depending, they would take it. The man just stamped me about 8,000 something on the head. You need to be very, very careful. Any small mistake you make, especially abroad here, you fall into debt. Or you fall into, it's not even about even prison or crime. Many people you see, both lawyers and people, they are looking for somebody to fall in their trap. If you fall in, if you make mistake, they get your name, your date of birth, and you have any kind of anything, interaction or transaction with them. If you have any transaction with anybody here that they got your information, your name, your date of birth, everything, now story plenty. Story plenty. That is, you need to guide your information, your name, your date of birth, and don't do any transaction with people anyhow. If you do any transaction with people and the next thing is they will start sending you bills. And many of these people are well connected. They have clique, they have lawyers, they have incasso people that they work with. That's any small thing, it's a mafia setup. They will begin to send letters to you. Julia said on Facebook, the father became homeless at the age of 70 years. The wife kicked him out of his home. Somebody said it on Facebook now. Julie said it. I'm not telling you lie. Somebody, if you go to my Facebook now, you see the comments. He said the father became homeless at 70 years. His second wife, the second woman he married, kicked him out of his home. So a 70 years old man became homeless. It's like if I'm talking to you, many of you think I don't know what I'm talking. So go to my Facebook, you see the comments. Or when I finish this program, you see the comments. Somebody is confirming it to you. Here abroad, you can easily become homeless. And they can easily drag you up. If you have a property, you need to be very careful. I once had a regular passenger, customer, a woman that patronized me. A lawyer. This has nothing to do with black or white. They do it among themselves. That is, they are looking for somebody to ruin the life. They are looking for somebody to ruin the person's life. That's why you see some people are avoiding problems. Let me share a story with you. I once had a regular customer, a lawyer. Each time she comes to the hospital where I worked then, I would take her to her office now. So then I had a kind of a problem with somebody, either something like that. You know what the woman told me? Either had something like accident or whatever. The woman told me, she said, listen, we need to go after that person. This is white against white. They don't want to know whether you are white or black. He said, we need to go know if the person has Fomogung. You know what is Fomogung? Property. Say if the person has property, the next thing is we attack, we put hand on the property. I was so shocked. You don't know what you're talking. You need to be very careful. If immediately they go check, you have something, say you have property abroad, and you have anything, small thing that's old, they just step in, put hand on the property. If you can, they start dragging it with you. One day, I went to a telephone booth. That time, phone booth, there wasn't anything like social media. I went to a telephone booth. So when I went to a telephone booth, I met one man from Turkey, a Turkish man. So when I met the Turkish man, I met the man with a can of beer, making telephone, shouting inside the telephone. I was waiting for him to finish his call so that I can make my own call. Then you use coins to make telephone call. I waited for him, I saw how he was screaming, loud and hitting his hand on the telephone booth. I said, what's going on? Now, when the man finished the telephone call, I came out, he saw me, he was carrying a can of beer. I said, brother versus laws. I said, what is going on? Why are you angry? Why are you shouting? He said, brother, to verstehen it. He said, I don't understand. I said, what is it? He said, he fought. No physical fight, he fought somebody. He said they have ruined his life. I said, what's happened? He said he fought somebody and injured the person. Now listen attentively. This is a true life story, so you learn from it. He said he fought somebody. He fought with one man and injured the man. They went to court. They said, how much they said he has to pay compensation? Schmerzengeld. They call it Schmerzengeld. How much he has to pay the person he injured for fighting the person? 30,000 euros. This is why some people avoid fights. My first time I said, you are lying. He swore with his life. 30,000 euros compensation for injuring somebody. The man told me, he said they have useless his life. He said, now, he asked me, how can as at that time he told me he was in minus. His account was, in minus. Say, how can he? As at that time, he wasn't working anymore. He stopped working. He said, because if he works, they will withdraw the money from his account. So the man became frustrated. The next line of action was to go back to Tokai. He said he was going to go back home. How is he going to pay 30,000 euros for fighting and injuring somebody? This is if you fight and injure somebody, they find out you are at fault. Now you pay compensation, sometimes 5,000 euros. 8,000, 10,000, depending on the level of injury. You think it's a joke? Small thing here is go fight now and injure somebody. You understand me? Go fight and injure somebody. Small thing here will put you in debt. So, having listened to me, my own is to tell you whether you will believe it or not, or you want to listen, or take the advice, you take it. After listening to my program, you make your choice. Choose what is better for you or what is best for you. I don't run programs for you to like me. You want to buy property for a girlfriend. You buy property, you lose it. Revenge and success, I see you big time. This one a gun salute. Money God. You understand me? You choose. You decide what you want. We that are, now let me tell you. I tell you guys I don't have money, but I have peace. I owe nobody nothing. I've been there. You don't understand? Be happy you are on this platform. I'm helping you. Me, nobody taught me anything. Nobody advised me. I put head. Now, if you see how they dealt with me. You come here, don't sign any contract with anybody. Don't allow anybody. Don't say good life abroad, good life. You put yourself into debt. You fall inside pit. You can't come out. In the next 30 years, you are indebted. The journey not be running up and down. This Uncle Rodi, you are discouraging us. You don't understand it. You be saying, I'm not telling you, no, I'm giving it to you pure. This man is complaining. I know why I'm complaining. I know what I've gone through. Now, if you go through what I've gone through, you will complain. People come and smile. You see people stand on the streets, tell you, do you want this, green this, this? You say you sign, you sign. You make mistake and sign. You will not see those people again. The next thing is you start getting letter. By that, the person that, now if I give you stories in details, you be careful. The people that put you in debt, you may never see them again in life. Let me share a story with you guys because there are so many stories, I don't have strength to be telling stories, but let me share a story with you guys. And after this story, we end it. Now listen. Many years ago, around 2001, I had a shop in 3rd Street. That shop that I had, there was a big club very close to that shop. The name of that club then was Sofin Sele. That was a big club upstairs where we went to groove. That club wasn't up to 100 meters away. Let's say 60 meters away from my shop. So it was that club that brought a lot of customers for me because, then every time there was an event, at the club, either weekends, you see young people, one of the biggest then, Sofin Sele, heavy club then. And when there, if you hear music. So each time my shop was situated before that club. You need to pass my shop before you go to that club. So that club was a kind of what brought customers for me, because passers-by saw my shop and placed phone call to come and make their hair. So until that club got burnt, one day that club, got burnt. A whole club, big house, burnt. After that fire outbreak, my business stopped. That was when I knew that it was that club that was bringing customers to me. It was the attraction, customers to me. So I waited 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months after the club burnt. I wasn't getting customers anymore. So I decided to change location, to go rent another shop. You know, I mean, in a busy area, at a very on a busy on a I mean a very busy road, where there is tram. So one day I closed my shop, so I went to Landstrasse. There's a place we called Landstrasse, Vimite, you know. So I saw shop to let, shop to let. That shop was directly at tram station, very busy area. I said, this is great. Now, I called the agent whose number was placed on the door of that shop. Very powerful shop. We fixed an appointment. Learn from this. We fixed an appointment. 2 days after, I went to see the shop, just to see the shop. On reaching there, I saw a gentleman. He opened the shop. Bam! Very beautiful shop. But it happened that that shop was 2-in-1. I thought it was one shop. It was 2-in-1. And the real estate agent said, I've got to take the 2 shops. 2-in-1. There was a way they built that shop. And I was to pay, if I rent the shop, I will be paying 1,300 euros a month. While my former shop, I paid 350 euros a month. But this one that is in a good location, the man said I will be paying 1,300 euros a month. I said to the man, listen. Then I thought to myself, I said, how can I be making 1,300 euros only rent of the shop? Can I manage to pay it and pay other bills? But don't forget, that shop was in a good location. So I told the man I want to think about it, that I would call him back if I decide to rent it. He said, okay, can he have my identity card? Just because to know that I came, to prove that I came to listen to it. Can he have my identity card? I said, no problem. This was 2001. Now listen, I brought out my identity card and gave to the man. I gave him my identity card. He copied my name and my date of birth and everything. So after like 3-4 days, I called the man to say, I do not have interest in that shop anymore. I called him to say, I don't have interest in that shop anymore. Well, guess what? 3 months after, the man sent me a bill of 1,000 something euro to pay. I said, what's this? I said, I did not rent the shop. I just came to see the shop. And we did not sign any contracts. When I just came to see the shop and I did not like the shop, so I called him, I said, I don't want the shop. So I called them, I said, what's this? After the man sent another money, he continued to send me money that I need to pay the money. I said, this is bullshit. I have no business just because I came to see a shop. You are sending me 1,000 something euro to pay. I just squeezed the election, the bill, and I threw it away. Guess what? This happened 2001. Guess what? This man, I told you they have a way. This man carried that thing, went to Betik's Gericht. to all these courts, all these district courts, got what they call, what is it? They said the thing don't they rest craft. It don't they, the thing has been, I must pay it. There's a way they put it. If I get, you understand me? I know the word in Dutch, but I don't know the word in English. That is rechtkrachtig. Yeah, that I need to pay the money. I said, what? So every now and then, you see them send me that this is I'm owing them. I will throw after if I receive the letter, I will throw away the listen. Now listen. 10 years after, like 2001, 2002, to 2000, now let's say 2014, 2013 or thereabouts. After a while, I didn't get any letter from anybody. 2013, listen to this gist. One day I got a letter. I opened it. After like 8 years or so, or 10 years, I got a letter. I opened the letter. I saw 6,500 euros to pay. I said, now, who am I owing this money? Now, things are happening, 6,000. Now, if I tell you Jesus itself, you carry hand on your head. 6,500 euros to pay. Then I looked at, they called one insurance. I looked, it was one man. That man died then. That man then. The man, So, what I did was, I picked my telephone. I called, I met a woman on the line. I said, Madam, what is it? They said I need to pay it. Already they have gone to court to make it rechtkrachtig. That is to make it that I must pay it. I said, this is criminal. He said the woman was so rude on telephone. He said, I need to pay it. Now, guys, I said, is this juju or witchcraft? Now, things are happening. Now, a lot of things are happening to people living abroad. Many things you think is ordinary are not. Many things are not ordinary. Many things are spiritually manipulated. Many people you see that are owing debt and frustrated abroad. Many of these things are not ordinary. Let's continue. So, when I received the letter, I called the woman. She was like so rude. I abused her. I said, you are a criminal. So you are a thief. And I was so upset. I said, which business? I asked the woman. I said, which business did I do with you people, with your company? Did we transact any business? Do we have any contracts? I said, you are a criminal. The woman said, I must pay it. I banged the telephone on her ear. Now, guess what? Luckily enough, I looked at that. Now, listen, learn now. I keep telling you that whoever you met in life has a lot to do with your destiny. There are reasons why you meet people in life. People who will help you or people who will destroy you. Who you meet in life determines if you will progress or not in life. Collect this gist. The person you meet, now I'm telling you, determines a lot about your life. That day, I picked my telephone. So I looked at that letter. I saw the Bezirksgericht, that is the court, the district court the letter came from. The telephone number was written on that letter or in that letter. It was written in the letter. Now I called the telephone. The telephone, listen to this gist. I called the telephone number written in the letter. It was a man on the telephone. A man picked the telephone. I was boiling. The man picked the telephone. I said, hello. The man said, what can he do for me? What can he do for me? I said, Oga, this letter came from your court, your district court, Betix Gericht. I said, this letter came from your court, and it's 6,500 euros. Now, this was like 3 minutes conversation. I said, Oga, please. I said, what I need you to do for me. Now listen. I said, please. I said, this is betrug. This is scam. I said, these people that said I am owing them, I begged the man. I said, these people that said I am owing them 6,500 euros. Ask them. Let them produce. Which business, I told the man, which business did I transact with them? Did I sign any contract with them? How come I'm owing them the money? What did I do with them? What did I transact with them that I'm owing them 6,500 euros? I said, please, investigate this, please, sir. Now, I begged the man. I said, I explained to the man what happened on telephone. I said, this was 2001. These people published their shop to rent. I went there, just to go and take a look at the shop. Something that did not last 5 minutes. And they are now giving me a bill of 6,500 euros to pay. Just because I went to to view the shop, and at the end, I did not rent the shop. Just that. The man asked me, he said, was that what happened? I said, yes. He said, okay, no problem. He said he will see what he can do. Now listen. Like 1 month after, boy, see, listen. 1 month after, I got a letter from the court that money has been cancelled. I got a letter from the court that the money, that 6,500 euros has been cancelled. They found out that, first of all, I had no transaction with them, no contract, nothing. It has been cancelled. Now, the person I met on telephone made it possible. Who you meet in life matters a lot. You don't, when I tell you something, who you meet in life matters a lot. The person I met on telephone made it possible. Now listen, had I met a wicked, racist person on telephone, he would just dismiss it, say, I need to pay it, and there is nothing you can do. What do you want to do? It is already crafted, that's you must pay it. But I met a man with conscience. This was around 2013. What am I suing them for? I was happy, say I can sue them. Normally, I was supposed to sue them, but I was happy. Now I became free of that debt. I was happy. I'm free of that debt. Now, this life has a lot to do with who you meet. This is why sometimes when I anchor my program, I tell you, who you meet in life matters a lot, determines a lot. You meet somebody who, that's why that man was my destiny helper. You see it? That man helped my destiny. This was somebody I've never seen. I don't even know how the person looks like. The person I met on telephone, I don't know how he looks like. You understand me? I don't know how the person looks like. If I see the man on the street, I will not know. I will not recognize him. This is why in life, pray to meet your destiny helpers. Somebody that will help you fulfill your purpose in life. This is very, very important. So guys, I want to bring this program, Story Plenty. I will tell you guys more stories. I want to say good night to everybody. Take care of yourselves. Now, story plenty. If I maybe by tomorrow I'll continue with the story. Queenie, they forced me to, they say I should pay. Many people, the debt a lot of people are owing abroad here, they did not even accumulate that. Just nonsense things. Criminals up and down. Criminals up and down. That's why sometimes if I look at people, if I tell my story itself, some people, criminals up and down. Stories like this, there's many. Plenty stories like this. So guys, let me chill when I'm tired. Yeah, this is what I told the man I met on the telephone. No contracts, no agreements, no transaction. Criminals, immediately the man got my first name, my surname, my date of birth and everything. He used it. He used it. Bisola, you are in the building. Bisola, good to see you. Bisola, good to see you. I appreciate you. Somebody made a request. Who was the person that made a request? The person that made the request, what do you want to say? Somebody made the request. What do you want? Why did you make the request? What do you want to say? I'm tired. I want to go to bed. So, guys, take care of yourselves. This is weekend. Don't go drinking alcohol, man. I'm so tired. Somebody came here. Instead of the person to concentrate and listen to me, he's talking about my beard. Go and shave your beard. Go, who is this person? Are you new on this platform? You come here, your own interest, your attention is on my beards. Go and shave your beard. Go and trim your beard. Is this your problem? Is this your problem? Is my beard your problem? Go and face your problem. I should trim your beard. So you want to tell me how I look like, how I would dress. So you want to tell me how a man of almost 60 years, you want to tell me how I should look like. This is what makes me happy. This is how I want to look like. This is my look. I derive joy looking like this. And you want me to stop being me. You want me to stop being me. I should trim my beards to please your words. To look the way you want. I want to look the way I want to look, not the way you want. You don't get it. The way I look now, I like it. I don't dress to make you like me. So guys, tomorrow we continue with the gist. Good night to everybody.